And that's different. Denise was only there for 2 seasons. Denise has reinvented herself. By the way, she's making a shitload of money on OnlyFans.
But but she had a bigger career than Rinna had too. She was a Bond girl. She was, she had a bigger career than Rinna ever had. She was married to Charlie Sheen. She had a whole bunch of other things that.
Yes. And Rinna's, there's no market as much on OnlyFans for Lisa Rinna. Erika, that's a very good idea you had. I don't know why Erika's not on OnlyFans, but Rinna is, she should do it. She would make a killing.
And pay back some of the victims the money.
That would be really, that's what she should do. But Denise, I mean, Denise's posts are all about it. She's like 50% off.
No.
She's like New Year's weekend.
No,
but I have to do it. Tori Spelling just did an interview and she said she spent $400. And I'm like, it didn't sound like Denise was doing much. It's the way she's like, well, if you come into this room, it's only $10. And then you get in the room and she's like, well, I did, she's in like a tighter shirt, but she's still not naked. She's like, well, if you go into this other room, it's only $30. And then a little more. Like Tori's like, you got to keep going into these rooms. Like Denise is, and apparently Aaron is the one filming this. That's what I heard, that Aaron films it. I'm not so sure Denise gets fully naked. Like you could do OnlyFans without really, it's up to you how much you want to show. It's not necessarily, I bet you, but Denise implied that she's making like millions.
She might be. Who knows? I mean, I think you should get an OnlyFans account so you can just keep tabs on this stuff.
Trust me. I keep talking about this, and there are listeners that are like, when are you going to, I have to start doing this.
Give a report.
I have to do this. I mean, listen, it's like I spend money on my business. It's a business expense.
This
like I really
right off. You need to know what's going on.
And when Tori said she did it under, I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess you could have like a fake OnlyFans account. Great. Like, let's just whatever, put something up there, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see what's in, because I'm just so curious. But it didn't sound like it was total nudity. And I'm like, Denise is cleaning up and she's not even like showing anything.
Yeah.
This is like. But she's like, she has leaned into it. She's like, 25% off. And, I'll be answering more questions than ever this weekend. And
oh my God.
And all I know is, listen, I don't know how it all works, but I am sure there are people that private message you that are like, I know you don't want to go into this other room with me and take off your clothes, but but the offer that I gave you last week for like $10,000, like, listen, there's a lot of rich people out there that are in all countries. I mean, I just imagine, I think most people have a price for something. There's some offer in front of you and Aaron's right there. And it's like, Jesus, all I have to do is like take off my top. And it's like, 75 grand. Like
She's been nude in movies before, but can people like screenshot it or videotape it and like?
That's what I don't know. I don't know because certain websites, if you try to like, but here's the thing, you can't, I don't see why you can't have another phone like secretly just going.
Like videotaping while you're watching.
That's the thing. Even if, if they can't see it, no one could stop that.
But that could be a lawsuit if it ever got public, like they could track down where it's coming from. But I mean, if someone wants to save this for at-home usage later in the night, who's gonna know about it?
I'm shocked there's not more stuff that doesn't come out, like, leaked from OnlyFans. But yes, you could track it down, but still, I'm shocked more people don't secretly take pictures and videos and try to sell them.
Has there ever been anything? I've never heard of anybody's like OnlyFans things getting out, which I think is strange.
Never.
Remember the girl on Miami that used to be friends with Kim Kardashian, Larsa Pippen?
Larsa Pippen. I had her on the show.
Right. And she's got one. And I remember they were busting on her for having it. Like, what are you doing? And, and she was like, she said, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, she had like some guy that had like a foot fetish and just wanted to see her feet and was paying like all sorts of money to see her feet.
It didn't sound like she got naked either. I mean, I asked her when she was on here. I mean, granted, everyone's asking her that. I think she implied like, and she's like, these are my friends. I talk to them. And I'm like, well, they're your friends who are also paying you.
Right.
So
Probably
like,
all give like a little bit of
I'll be friends
leeway.
with anyone that wants to pay me for private conversations. Like, call me
Yeah.
up, guys. You know?
Yeah. I have a Cameo thing and it's like, I
Me
don't know,
too.
50, whatever it is, right? However much money. And then people can like text you. And if you respond to their text, they pay you like $2.99 for like text back. And I didn't know how this worked, right? And I just saw like someone was texting and then, it just comes with like, hello. And then you're like, hi. And then you see $2.99 just went into your account. And then they're like back and forth. I think like in a period of 5 minutes, I made, I don't know, $60 of just nothing, right? And I'm like, this is so crazy. And I wanted to counsel the person, like, what are you doing? Like, this is so crazy, right? But then at the end, the person like said something so disgusting, like texted something so disgusting. And I was like, ew, like disgusting. And then I was like, I couldn't even respond. Like I wanted to like write something nasty just to get another $2.99 off of them. But I was like, I can't, this is like nuts.
I have a Cameo and I didn't even know about this text option. So I'm going to have to turn that on because I will text you. I will literally text you all day for two.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't even know if I care what you say. You can be as nasty as you want. I don't care. Just let the $2.99 rack itself up over here.
Yeah. Just keep going. I mean, and it's nuts. I mean, I was the people that it's kind of like, I think like the people that pull the slot machines, the quarter slots. And by the end of the night, their fingers are black from touching quarters. Or now I don't know. I'm just not.
Cameo, I thought was one of the best ideas ever. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I think OnlyFans is like literally the best idea ever. I mean, they must be cleaning
rolling. Up. Yeah.
Why couldn't we have thought of that? Honestly.
I'm just, I don't think in those terms like that. My brain doesn't go there for that stuff. Like I'm thinking of like how to like improve on my cookie recipe. I mean, I'm so bad like that. I just don't have that kind of brain.
People use, I mean, like people use, I mean, it is getting used now for like, it's not like you could use it for other parts of your business. I think, the way Denise is doing it is the way that you really make money. But I'm like, who was so brilliant? Like, why didn't I think of this? Like, man,
right.
Like, can I have a redo?
The Black China, the Rob Kardashian's baby mama, she's killing it from what I read. Like I Googled who makes the most money on OnlyFans.
And who was
I think I don't remember. This was a while ago. This is, like 2 years ago when it was like big, or when I first heard about it. And I was like, what is this? And she was making, I think like $2 million a year or more, maybe.
Like that's her main. I mean, I actually had her on the show too. That's like her main source of income.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. If you're in your home and, she was a stripper before, right? Yeah. So what's the big deal? Like now she's just at home.
I mean, Danielle Staub from Jersey now has one too. I don't know what that looks like, but I mean, if I'm going to get a fake account and go look at Denise Richards, I might as well report to everyone about what Danielle Staub's is about. And
just tell me, I just need to know like how much flesh is being shown.
It didn't, I mean, that's the thing, but I mean, and Aaron's, I think Denise is probably like, well, on national TV, I learned that I need to